Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Accent Training Podcast, a podcast that helps you become a more confident English speaker, especially if English is your second language. My name is Pat. I'm your personal American accent coach, and I want to introduce you to some idiomatic expressions today. 3 idiomatic expressions which you're certain to have heard in the past, but you either misunderstood the meaning or it just went right over your head and you ignored it altogether. That's because these idioms use the word to, but they don't often sound like to. They often sound like duh. Like the idiom saying that you're down. You're down to do something. This is saying that you're interested in doing something. For example, I'm down to grab some lunch. Are you down to get Chinese food? Mike says he's down to join us. Let's get going. Interested in. Now notice what I'm saying down to here. It's down and then a verb. It's not down for. That is another way to say it, but then it would be down for a noun. So I could say either, I'm down to get dinner, or I'm down for dinner. That can be interchangeable. You just want to make sure that if you say down to, there's an action after it. If you say down for, there's a noun after it. You know, a thing, a concept. So down to and down for are to say that you're interested in doing something. Now, let me tell you about one that I noticed when I went to Texas last year. Finna. This one was weird for me. I didn't hear this one where I grew up, but when I was hanging out with my wife's family, with my in-laws in Texas, they said this a lot. Finna. Now, what could that mean? Finna is slang. It's short for saying fixing to. And it's very commonly used across the southern United States. It's something that people use to express an idea of preparing to do something for the immediate future. I'm finna do that. I'm fixing to do that. So where I heard this, we were driving to Dallas, and they said, we're finna grab something to eat. We're finna grab something to eat. Not the way I would personally say it, but that's how people speak in Texas, I suppose. We're finna do this. We're fixing to do this. And it's like saying, we're gonna do this. We're getting ready to do this. This is what's about to happen. Now let's give this a shot right now. I'm finna head out to the store. She's finna be mad when she finds out. We're finna have a real good time tonight. He looks like he's finna fall asleep. They're finna launch this new product next month. Now, I'm not gonna pretend that this is something you want to say around the office. It's far from it. This is extremely casual type speech. But if you have the opportunity to use your English in some real-life context, speaking with friends, speaking with whoever, then you best be fitting to give this one a shot, my friend. And then I've got one more idiomatic expression for you today, one that I really like myself. Down to brass tacks. Down to brass tacks. This is a common idiom meaning the most essential facts, or the most important points of something. It's about moving past pleasantries or speculation and putting your focus on the details that actually matter. Down to brass tacks. Now here's something important. I thought my whole life that the tacks here, down to brass tacks, was like TAX kind of tax. Down to brass tacks. It's actually TACKS. It's like a little metal pin that you stick into the wall. Like you would see on a bulletin board or something. Those pins that hold everything up, the brass pins, that's the brass tacks. down to brass tacks. Repeat some phrases after me using down to brass tacks. It's time to get down to brass tacks. What kind of budget are we working with here? Or if you're selling your house, maybe. Let's get down to brass tacks. What's your final offer on the property? Maybe you're solving a problem. And you need to get down to brass tacks to find out why things are failing. Brass tacks. This one can be used professionally, and it can just be used in regular slang. It's a versatile idiom. Same thing with down to. Down to could be going either way. It's a little bit more casual, but it's still passable in a professional context. Finna is one that I hope you're finna use, but not at work. It's not going to look good at work. Anyone could overlook an accent, but if you go to work saying, I'm finna get some good work done today, they'll say, yeah, you can go get that work done over in McDonald's, please. However, if you are living in the southern United States, give it a shot in a casual setting with some friends. If you're finna explore some new English vocabulary, this is a great opportunity to get it done. Well, my friend, I'm finna get some breakfast. All right, I'm down to go cook some breakfast right now. Because when it comes down to brass tacks, it's like 7 in the morning. I started recording this episode around 6:15, and I still haven't had anything to eat yet. Now I know that you know what your task is already for today. You know what you've got to do to see some progress here, my friend. Use the phrases, use the idioms that we've discussed here today in your real life. Use new sounds with new words, the words that Americans are listening for. And even though it'll be a little awkward, a little bit clunky at first, every attempt that you make with this, whether you succeed or you fail, puts you 1% closer to being the confident English speaker that you want to be, my friend. Have a good one.